I screwed with the Zoom feature on here and
Hello,
it got
welcome to the. Okay, but am I?
Cheeseburgers.
Is it working? Waiting for a stream to go live. Oh shit! Did something stop? Oh no.
Give
Oh,
it
no.
a sec. Give it a sec.
It's not a stream without some scuff.
There's always scuffness in our stream. It's the law at this point. God, that crow just fits it perfectly. How have I noticed it this many times? God damn.
So it should work technically. I don't know why it's not exactly on working quite yet, but oh well. Okay, there we go. It's loaded in. Hello.
Yeah, there's the notification now.
Cheeseburgers.
Cheesy burgers. Hi.
Chicken.
Ribbity bobbity.
Cheeseburgers. Double cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers.
Okay,
with
enough.
bacon.
Okay, you can chill.
I'm always hungry.
Yeah, but don't make us hungry. You're chill. You can chill? You're chill. Okay. Yeah, that's basically just a few minutes left. Don't need to worry too much. Fuck. Just right there.
Is my
Okay, I'm just double checking the volumes and stuff. Can I hear myself?
who's on the stream right now to double check?
I'll check.
Yeah, everything looks perfectly fine. That's like a 15-second delay, which is a bit odd, but it's workable. We can work with that. So,
I mean, it's a little on the quiet side, but that might be because I have my audio a little low.
yeah, hello. It's gonna be a great time, and such a great time indeed that I'm. I did. Do I have a? Do I have a? Oh no.
What did you mess up?
It's almost 8 a.m.
Don't worry. It's.
I woke up at like 10 yesterday.
Mm.
You know, just don't worry. Incognito. That's my answer.
Cause baby, everything. Please don't copyright us.
Don't worry. We're not gonna be. We're not
any
gonna.
songs, or we're going to get DMCA'd into outer space.
We're not gonna get DMCA'd. Everything's gonna be fine. Yeah, absolutely. I just had to sign in.
You don't know there are lawyers out there who are willing to go for Red Lobster and trademark Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Don't worry about it. How about that?
There are lawyers out there who will trademark Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Okay, listen.
I don't want to mess with those
relax.
kinds of people.
We don't have to worry about them. Okay, we can roll high enough on our runaway checks.
You don't know. You can't outrun lawyers. They have a move speed of 500%. Run.
Oh
when they
no.
smell a lawsuit that they can win, and they'll be on
So- Okay, right. So,
Lawyers travel and ruining small companies and YouTube channels.
Anyways.
yeah. So now we go into the D&D screen. Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm over here on the left side. I am the DM, Starlight. And then over there,
I am the co-DM.
On the right side, we have the co-DM, Bear, who is a bear. And we have all of these other people. These
Polar bear.
lovely people.
It is a polar bear.
Yes. And I did not set up a
Bear.
slideshow because I'm like... Oh wait, image slideshow. I can type it in right there.
Oh my goodness, how could you have forgotten?
We haven't done
Listen!
this since like October.
I don't believe you have done this.
Oh yeah.
No, we did this before October.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
God,
it's
when
not
did
my
we do this?
It's not
Anyways,
my fault.
anyways.
It's
We can clown on the witch later.
I saw as we learn Calamitous.
Okay, here we go.
Doing
I
a
got the image
serotonin.
slideshow started. Now we can have all the characters just going one by one, right over here in the bottom of the screen.
I should not start humming that.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So hello everyone. We're currently missing one player that they're not here yet, but don't worry, they'll be here on time. I'm pretty sure. So, do you guys want to introduce yourselves? And as you introduce yourselves, I'm gonna show your art off on screen, because this time around I basically spent the last week, instead of making art for the art for NPCs and stuff, I just redid all the character art. So now all our player characters have new art.
The brick of extreme violence.
Yes.
So,
I'll
See,
introduce
that's
the.
still kicking.
Oh wait, before that, I'll really quickly introduce what exactly we're doing. We're in the fragile frontier right now. The small region right over here, the small yellow region. Specifically that one little dot over there, which you can't zoom in on enough because of this. This is the world map. So specifically, our characters came here about a month ago, all for various different reasons. Some seeking, basically to get the benefit of purging your criminal status. Some for fame, some for money, some for just answers about the past. Quite a few for answers about the past, and some just here to have fun. You know?
Yeah.
But over the course of the month, quite a bit has happened, including hunting getting rid of a goblin ambush, finding a necromancer den, which, well, it wasn't a necromancer, but still, it was a den, you know? Confronting a god, who said hello to them, and then
Yes.
a long drawn out sequence where they found and stomped out a small offshoot of a leprechaun gang.
Yeah, it was we saw a snake that way.
We start the next day. It is whatever time you guys agree, whatever you guys decided was the time to all meet up.
I would probably say like around during dawn.
We are going to introduce the players.
Afternoon.
I'm going to introduce the players
Alright.
all one by one. And so I have a question. Which of you do you want introduced first?
I'd say
Ben,
well,
we
we
it from
can
like
go
left
in.
to right.
Left to right? Okay.
Yeah, that was what
Okay, I'm looking
I
at
was thinking.
left to right. Which is who's left? Me,
So-
Starlight.
Oh, crying
Oh.
out loud.
Okay, sure.
I'll go last. Starlight goes first.
Okay,
Solstice.
right. Solstice, you can
Then
go
the
first.
rest.
You can go first, Solstice. Here's your character art. This is Solstice.
I'm playing Solstice, level 3 Crown Paladin and level 3 Hexblade warlock.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if
there we go.
if you're not comfortable, by the way, you can always just ask me to describe your character.
I'm playing a fairy, daughter of Titania, the Archfey. Oh,
Here I am,
someone popped
here I
in.
am.
The fish
Yeah,
taco has
yeah.
arrived. Well,
Former.
Yeah,
the
I'm
snail
not-
now, but
Anyway.
fish taco.
Introductions.
Oh
Yeah,
crap! I
Right,
completely
where I-
forgot to update my. I completely forgot to update my stuff. Give
Please
me
do
a
it.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a
Eh.
second. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, is that what you want to introduce yourself as, Solstice?
no, I was waiting until
Don't worry about them.
everyone was.
Don't worry about them.
I can't really talk when someone interrupts me. It takes a bit to get into this movement of things again. All right, I am playing Solstice, the levels 6, level 3 Crown Paladin and 3 Hexblade warlock, daughter of Titania, the Archfey, and the current powerhouse of the group.
Yep.
All right, I'm
Our
done.
resident paladin who has managed to one-shot several things
Yes.
has proven quite painful. Next, let's go with Razzle. God damn it, my Windows Explorer, please. My Lord in heaven. Give.
He cannot hear you.
Okay, Razzle! You can introduce yourself.
Razzle is a Tabaxi mime. She is, of course, a bard with a level in Warlock due to a connection to the trickster god Alidamra. Within her possession, she possesses a demon-infused puppet by the name of Cicero and a living Hexblade. A lovely cane sword. Her motivations aren't quite known by the group. We do know she joined to get her bounty taken off her, and that she has quite a history with a bunch of angered exes. All good fun. All good fun.
Yes, Razzle has successfully managed to basically talk a dragon into drinking tranquilizer and therefore not murdering the party or whatever it was gonna do, and has successfully. We're not gonna talk about the rest. A bard is what a bard is, after all.
They seduce.
We're not gonna talk about that. Next person, we're gonna go with Sarah.
All right,
Fair.
all right. So I'm playing Sarah, the half orc barbarian. Yes, I know, basic beach. All right, we know that.
Listen, they do one thing, but they do it really well.
Yeah,
Vanilla is good because it's customizable.
yeah.
Look, nobody doesn't
Listen.
like vanilla ice cream. Sure, it's plain, but you can mix it with
This
everything.
this party
including
needs
chocolate.
someone. Okay, this party needs someone who can hold them together, physically, literally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Sarah is practically a loaf of bread. For she pretty good to the core, and well, she joined the party accidentally. Let's just say that she was in the right place at the worst time.
oh dear
Very
Lord,
much
what a
so.
trouble.
and they also possess a murder brick on a stick.
The
Their
brick
weapon,
with
a maul.
extreme violence.
Their weapon, a maul, is a cursed brick. All it does is scream out for smashing people's skulls and breaking them, and it wants blood.
Wait, is that the brick?
That is the brick. That is
Yes.
just
That is
tied
The
to
brick
the
of
end of a
extreme
stick.
violence.
That's their weapon.
Nice.
Their weapon is literally put that brick on a stick.
Yes.
It's worked
Anyway.
shockingly well so far.
And now we talk about Litney. Litney, who are you? How did you get in here?
Ooh,
I thought I locked the door.
I am playing Litney Zaral, a reborn necromancer, and formerly haven't had an amnesia. Oh dear Lord, is she a woman out of time, so to speak? Like 200 years, and right now all she's is wanting to do is run herself an orphanage and help her now reunited daughter seek redemption. And alongside her is her familiar Rachel, her first familiar that she's made since she returned from the land of the living.
Well,
And
from
she
the
is
land of the dead to the land of the living.
I said return to the land of the living. And
I thought you said
and-
returned from the land of the living, but okay.
no, I mean I said that, but yeah. Anyways, Rachel is very sassy. Hey, she's the sassiest little rat, and basically her closest companion at this point. And other than small details of said god wanting to say hello to the party, in which we got our memories back, part of our memories back. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about her. There's way
Litney
too much
also is
to talk
now.
about with her.
Litney is now also the head of the local orphanage.
Anyways,
Yes, and you
Yeah.
three. I mean, you four.
crud.
One.
Am I?
And all
connection.
four of you, you were all. Well,
Wait,
Litney is
Lost
Litney is
Anyway,
also the local
it's
dead
Nagi.
again. What a shame. They came back from the dead all the way to just to die again. Okay, right. And you all are on your way at an appointed time, which I think you said was late
The
morning.
Afternoon.
You didn't introduce me.
No,
Oh, well.
they're on their way to meet you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind.
You have to introduce
Currently,
yourselves once they all meet you.
All right.
yeah,
cool.
currently, Litney's getting Inadi and Zid, the two youngest companions who are going to be traveling with them, set up, and making sure she casts anime undead on Goblin Slayer, so he doesn't go on a murderous goblin slaying rampage.
Yes, the party
Again.
has. Okay, I run undead weird in this game. They've got a decent chance of just having a personality and hanging out. Don't question why she mentioned Goblin Slayer. You'll find out eventually. So all of you,
Eventually.
all four of you, plus one undead, plus two children, plus one ranger, are on your way to meet your
And
guide.
4 wolves.
Plus
And
four
one
wolves,
Don't
something.
forget
plus 4 wolves, plus blink
wolves.
dog, plus while we're at it, rat, undead rat, plus
And
plus
something in the shadows.
plus
Oh, yeah, and don't
plus
forget the
monster in the
magic
shadows. Yes, absolutely. All X number of you who don't make me count. I might stop you from being in a carriage. All
I think it's
limitless
11.
number of you are heading to meet with your guide. I believe the time is around noon. Let's compromise and say that's probably
Yeah.
a good time for everyone to be awake and ready to go. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
sounds good.
considering you're the guys who bought the carriage, I imagine you've
Yep.
all boarded up the carriage, headed over to this region, which, you know what, I'm going to just give me 1 second. Okay, right. So I'm gonna basically just say in this town map right here. Let's just drop you all over here into the town map. It's a pretty simple thing of you would all want to, considering where you are, you'd all want to leave by the roughly the Ort gate. It's not ideal. You wouldn't want to go through this area, but considering you want to go straight north, you would all go to the Ort gate. Ignore where everyone else is on this map. It's not relevant. This is just where they were before. By the way, Lafiande, you see where Razzle is currently? That's where your new place is. Just a reminder.
Oh, okay.
Lots of background stuff happening
yeah.
in chat, even though there's
Don't
currently two of you at the time of recording.
do not
Streaming,
worry about
recording,
any of
Time
it.
difference.
It'll be when it's relevant. I'll explain it. But yeah, you all go to the Ord gate because that's where that's why you guys meet up. And I will bring you back to the world map because this is not relevant yet. Okay. So in the world, that is where you meet your guide. Your guide who is very hard to miss. In fact, I would say there's perhaps a small crowd, not really crowding around them, but it's more like, when people are walking, because it is fairly bustling, because that's the place where it's like essentially, no, I wouldn't call it the slums, but it's kind of close to that. It's the cheaper part of town, is what I'd say. And there's a lot of people who want to go. A lot of people who want to go in and out because outside it's a cheap pub. Inside there's work. There's like people who live on the outside and come to the inside. So there's a lot of passing through people. Guards. Like there's like 2 guards at the front gate who just come more or less just make sure like there's nothing dangerous happening, but don't seem to do like much in the way of background checks or any of that because you would know that the frontier town kind of doesn't care about that. It's kind of everywhere else that cares about it. People come here to get jobs to ideally get rid of the whole wanted criminal status. So you'd assume they're probably a bunch of wanted criminals, and if they actually did some checking, they'd probably have to capture quite a few people, including one of the parties. Maybe, question mark, who knows? And people who are just going back and forth, they slow down a little bit in a certain area. Not exactly where you'd expect congestion, but like every now, like you just see a bunch of people, like they slow down as they walk past an area and just turn to look in a certain direction. And it doesn't take you very long to notice this rather pale and notable figure, especially with the "Hey, would you like to describe yourself? Nameless? Question mark, question, question. Owner of Banafakala. No, Banafalata.
It's
Owner of the cat.
Banakafalata.
Banafakalata.
Banakaf.
Banakafalata.
You'll get. There you go. That was the
Here
one.
we go!
Anyway,
This is what you see this thing. Describe yourself, explain it.
Could you send an image?
I will send an image.
Yeah. So okay, so to describe myself, okay, so my character, nameless, namely because well, she has a name, but it's just not a name that can be said out loud. If you see her picture, you see those glowing bits on her face. Yeah, it's kind of like how she's supposed to talk with the other members of her species. She doesn't have vocal cords, and considering she comes from another dimension, her entire species is kind of gone. But thankfully, thanks to the help of her patron, she can now talk to the help of her familiar, which at first look seems to be a cat, but is in fact some sort of other weird creature, whose name is Banakafalata, and is in fact capable of, through telepathy, being kind of like her interpreter. This is why my character picture on the Discord thingy lifts the cat up a little bit and the cat speaks when I'm talking. This is because my character cannot speak, her familiar can speak for her. In terms of appearance, well, as you can see, she's, well, sort of a humanoid giant sea snail with glowy bits and 14 fingers instead of, the classic 10. And she also has, a lot of different stuff about her. She's perpetually a little bit slimy, but doesn't really need to moisturize all that much. She's basically a giant humanoid snail. Also, the three eyes and the eye stalks are not actually her eyes. The little yellow spots at the edge of her mouth, on the right and the left, those are her eyes. And Banakafalata, he looks like an upright walking cat with perpetually slightly moist fur that smells like algae, and he has way too many rows of teeth compared to an actual normal cat. Also, his pupils are round, not slitted. That's how you can differentiate. From a distance, he looks like a normal cat, but he clearly isn't from up close. And yeah, that's it. She is currently, she's actually a little bit mostly packed inside of her shell, with mostly just her upper body hanging out, because she's experiencing severe social anxiety from being basically just her appearance causing a clog in the road.
Litney, noticing this, immediately goes up to Snell with wide-eyed because as before this, as we basically were introduced to the familiar, and knowing that she's from the came from the astral sea, and by her time there wasn't any spelljammers. Litney just is so excited to meet someone from basically beyond the stars. And she just has this childlike wonder on her face.
Yeah,
Well.
you see that when she sees you approach, she feels like she feels no hostile intention for you, as you know, but she kind of like, oh shit, into social interaction, and she goes a little bit further inside of her shell.
And Rachel just mentions Litney. Hey, I think you're scaring thing. Don't you mean her? Yeah, her. Maybe show a little bit more tact. Oh yes. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Hey, I didn't mean to frighten you. Hello, my name's Litney Zaral. Litney holds out her hands and to the shy creature.
By the way, just so everyone at home realizes, Litney's rat is a familiar, but does not speak. The reason why they're able to communicate is because Litney touched a cursed stone and has been cursed with the ability to speak with animals at all times, unable to turn it off. Most of the party, in fact, has taken that curse. So, except for Razzle, except for Razzle and maybe our new snail friend, everyone can hear the animals.
I can also talk to animals, but not through the curse. It's through one of my warlock invocations.
Yes. Banavakalata has that invocation that lets you always speak to animals, I believe.
So yeah, when you do that, Banakafalata just kind of like doesn't really interpose himself, but like just kind of like comes a little bit closer to my shell, knocks on it, and goes,
Mistress, please, don't be shy. You can come out now. They are friends. I mean, I know you've already seen them through my eyes. So, come on. You will be their guide after all.
And
Take
she
it down the
just...
echo a bit.
Sorry, what?
It was a bit much. The echo was a bit much.
Well, next time, tone it down a smidge.
Oh well, I'm not gonna use this anymore then, I guess.
It's alright.
And then
it's better to just not mess with the voice effects too much.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
They're okay slightly, but yes.
She just kind of like pokes her head out timidly, just kind of like extend her hand as it looks. She just kind of looks like, from your perspective, it looks like her hand is just kind of like simultaneously growing out of her body. But it's it's just because she realized she retracted. It's kind of like a snail retracting its antlers when it's, she just like inside.
Yeah.
But now
we've
she's
all
like,
seen the clips of snails just sucking in their eye sockets. Well, eye
yes,
stalks.
exactly. Well, yeah, she can do that with her arms. So she extends her arm to you. To shake.
Litney shakes back. Technically, since Litney's clinically dead, there's still a little bit of decomposition, correct?
Well, yeah.
That is entirely up to you. Thank you very much.
You know what? Yeah. And so, how does the snail warlock taste exactly?
And also, if you want to be technical, reborns aren't dead.
Yeah, I know, but
they're dead, but they're not dead, but they're
flavor.
dead.
Basically, Benakafalata speaks up and goes, "My mistress says that the contact with your skin is pleasant. Apparently, you smell very appetizing."
Come again?
Oh, I apologize for that. I forgot that was a faux pas. You see, my mistress's main source of food and alimentation comes from dead and rotting things. As such, since you are in a similar state, she is obviously she finds your state to be quite delectable from a gastronomical point of view. Rest assured that she will not try to eat you.
Litney? Hey, I don't feel comfortable. Hush, you're being disrespectful, Rachel. Oh, this is a new friend. New friend!
You're gonna have to separate those voices a wee bit more.
I just want to point out that the ranger you hired, Dave, his name's Dave, is just like standing behind you, just watching all of this, with just the most nonplussed look on his face as he pets his two dogs.
Oh, my apologies. You're our guide for this trip, correct?
Banaka Falata says, yes, she is. She has been hired to get you through the Forbidden Forest. Good thing too, considering how dangerous of an area that can be.
And uh, she looks to the ranger, Dave. And you're going to help us with the travel, I believe.
I can help you with navigation, but that is about the best I can do. I have not been to the Forbidden Forest myself. It is rather dangerous, but in any forest type environment, I should be able to help you get through any navigational issues that will normally slow you down plenty.
Fair enough.
Translation is basically you don't take speed penalties while you're traveling through forest aisles.
Fair enough.
Also,
And-
Banafalata, are you being yeah, you know what? Never mind.
Sorry, yeah, tell me.
No. I thought I tried to speed something up, it wouldn't work. So go ahead. You guys have your interactions, you guys talk. I do not have a carriage token, I'll just use a C for it.
all right.
I'm working on it.
I can just draw a carriage later.
Yeah, I'm working on a temporary one.
Anyways, does anyone have anything else to add? I've already introduced my character.
All right. So Sarah walks up to the snail
Mm-hmm.
and simply touches the what is it called? The exterior of the shell.
The tip of the shell?
Yes.
Oh, that's called an apex, if you want to know.
Interesting.
She seems to like when you do that. She seems to like to just kind of like be surprised for a second, like you poked someone who hadn't seen you and turns to you and Banaka Falata kind of like trudges towards you a little bit and goes, please refrain from doing that without warning her first. She is very sensitive.
Oh, sorry.
No need to apologize, but just be aware in the future.
Yeah, I just realized Dave would narrow his eyes a little bit at.
Sorry.
Dave would narrow his eyes a little bit as a snail person.
Yeah, I mean,
My
it's not every day you meet a alien.
Oh, it's different.
well, yeah. So seeing that,
If you want to have any more
would sigh.
information, that's an insight. Otherwise, he just narrows his eyes at the snail person.
My
Oh,
mistress
insight.
has another thing to reveal, but as I have said previously, but I would like to reiterate as you were not all present. My mistress is actually inflicted with sort of a malformation due to her passage through the Far Realm. Thanks to the Cosmic Mother, we were able to pass mostly unharmed, but not totally. And thus, well, influence remains. But once again, I would like to remind you that she's in full control of her bearings and capacities, and that you have nothing to worry about.
Well, Litney, with rolling a tree, I suppose you don't get any more information. You don't get any insight. It's just an eye and arrow. It could mean anything.
Not the best roll.
It would have been
Let's see
much
what-
better if I
A
had
9. Give me 1 second. For no reason in particular, I'm gonna roll a d20. Oh my god, I get to roll physical dice for the first time in forever. I'm so excited.
Yippee! The best feeling in the universe is rolling a d20.
Oh,
A physical d20.
you know what? I'm
It
gonna
feels
I'm gonna
right.
roll a green one for him because he's a friendly person, or green could be evil. I don't
A
know.
friend.
Well, the d20 is gone. Oh wait, there we go. Oh, Well, apparently a 9's plenty. In fact, fuck it. I should have rolled first because the 2 was enough. So,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, he rolled the 2. So yeah, basically looking at when he narrows his eyes, you can tell he's got an immediate fairly deep distrust of the snail person. You don't know why, because you can't read minds unless you can. But you don't have any clue immediately.
Solstice flies over to him and asks him, Silver, for your thoughts.
He just turns towards you and is like, just awkwardly just looks back at the snail and just leans his head a bit closer to you. That one right there. Wait, can you hear me? That one right there. He whispers, okay? I'm not whispering because my voice won't catch. That one right there. It reeks of an aberration.
No shit. She is from outer space.
Beyond that.
And a warlock. I'm surprised she is not more weird looking.
He just slowly shakes his
my
head and he just looks to you. No, from the inside out, she has this aberrant energy to her. Something that should not exist in this world or any world. Again, he's kind of trying to be a bit quiet. But again, to anyone even vaguely looking in his direction, it's clear that he's clearly saying something. And it's clearly regarding her because he did roll a 2. It's not hard to figure out the idea of what he's doing, except, what he's saying, you'd have to be close enough to listen.
Yeah,
Well,
her body right now seems to be pulsating quite a lot.
I would suggest you have a better poker face because everyone could see you were mistrustful of her.
He looks to you and he says, like, listen, like, hey, I'm going to trust you about this job. I'm not going to poke any more questions into it, but aberrations are a nasty business.
Understandable. We are about to go into a forest full of them.
That place is horrible.
If we're lucky, we might even see the master of the place. As Solstice flies
He
off.
raises an eyebrow at that, and then he opens his mouth. He raises a hand, and he's like, as if he's gonna say something. You fly off, and he just lowers that hand. He's like, he just looks like, just eyes wide as you, like just staring at you, like, what? Okay. By the way, as you guys might have noticed, I've given you guys a much closer map of the frontier.
Yep.
Yeah, just so you guys know. There we go. So you can pretty much see everything bit by bit.
By the way, Star, how
Yes.
common is the knowledge of who is the master of the Forbidden Forest?
You roll really well, and you're specifically what you are. So you would know. People who, make it their business to know aberrations would know. Otherwise, it's just, unless you live close to the Forbidden Forest and, it's a thing you have to deal with very often, you wouldn't know.
Gotcha.
So, this guy's probably got some relation to either Forbidden Forest or aberrations. Probably aberrations because of how distrusting he is of aberrations. So yeah, him knowing itself gives you a little bit more insight into him. So yeah, I'm not again. This is kind of I am not involved right now. You guys are here talking. It is your game right now. I will be here pulling out my dice and doing stuff. And when it's time to actually do stuff, I'll, let me know, or I'll tell you when I'm relevant. For now, it's just you guys are players, and you just have to make sure you're aware of everything you're talking about.
So yeah, I'll be the one starting it if you don't mind. So Banaka Falata is just going to go, well, for the sake of honesty, when we get out of the city and are far from any population that might react very poorly to such an event occurring, we will demonstrate her true form. He says with her air quotes with his paws. When we get far from the city and any population in order to not cause a massive panic. But just for the sake of honesty. As for me, I will be right back. Give me a second. You see Banaka Falata just... Actually, no. You see Banaka Falata just melt into a sort of a goop and then reform with a noise that sounds like... Well, work, damn it.
Like-
Oh, God. Why isn't it working? Give me a second.
Doesn't it suck when your soundboard doesn't work?
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
Suffer.
Okay, give me a second. Just I don't know why it doesn't why it did that to me. There we go.
All right.
You should have heard that, right?
Yes.
I heard
Yes.
it.
All right.
Dong.
Sound like a horror sting.
All right. So he just with a noise that sounds like he turns the goop reforms into the form of, well, it looks like a bat, and he flies off into the air.
Oh, great,
He's going
another
to
one.
scout.
You can
going
change
to
form as an
scout the
action.
local-
Huh?
No, it's well, yes, but that's because I use the stat block of a Quasit.
Oh, right.
So I can turn into a centipede, a bat, and I think I'm a toad. Yes.
Yeah,
Give me a
Retro just
second.
says, oh, great, another one.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, and so what he's going to do is that he's going to go look, well, fly up and go like scout the local weather, see where everything's clear, see what's good and what's not good, what direction he should and shouldn't take. But meanwhile, Nameless is just well, Snail then I guess because that's the name he shows for her. He's just going to like kind of awkwardly stand around with. You can see actually her legs. It looks like more fins mixed with tentacles and well, the underbelly of a snail. It's like at her feet at least. She has legs, but with feet at the end. But her feet look weird. Is what I'm saying.
All the while, Litney's just writing down notes.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is interesting to Litney.
Hmm.
Bomber, do you want to add something?
I don't have anything I think I can say at the moment. I
Yeah.
just know that Raz is looking at all of this and basically just thinking to themselves, man, I have the weirdest traveling companions.
You do, Raz. You do.
It's funny
By
how
the
You're
way-
telling me.
the
By
mind's
the way,
the straight
does-
man.
Yes, that's true. By the way, Razzle, do you actually know sign language?
Yes,
Oh,
Razzle does.
That's very convenient.
well, knowing that you're actually the only person that can talk to Banaka, well, not to Banaka Falata, everyone can talk to Banaka Falata, but you're the only one that can talk to Snail directly. Because she also knows sign language.
Nice.
So she's going to try to look at you, see that you're a mime. She kind of like understands the concept of a mime, so she's going to try and sign hello to you.
Raz, notices and signs the same message back.
You can see, well, her glowing like bioluminescent light. Normally they're like yellow, but they just turn like pink right now, and she looks super happy. She's not smiling because you don't think she can smile. Well, she's always smiling a little bit, but that's her default mouth position. But she obviously looks very happy, so
Ah.
she trudges over towards you and starts talking up a storm.
First thing Razzle says is, slower hand movements.
She
Well,
she she just does a placating gesture and and like sorry and complies. She's asking you like every single thing that she can think of, and most of them are very personal details. But you don't think she understand why that's kind of like not really something you're supposed to do.
She's adorable.
Razzle only answers questions that don't seem a bit too personal. It
That
doesn't really
depends,
seem to matter, though, because given how fast they still are asking questions, I doubt they would notice that they are essentially skipping a few.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, she's asking you about what is your favorite type of food, where were you born, if you have the same kind of fur in your private areas, how do mammals reproduce? Is it true what
Okay.
they said about male anatomy in, in male anatomy in how is it tabaxis? Is it can you really have smell earthquakes before they happen? Do Tabaxi's floor scoot? You know, that kind of thing.
This is oddly adorable.
Yeah.
A cat doesn't force you. It's only dogs. As far as I've seen.
I cannot tell a single thing that this conversation is entailing, but
For context, by the way, that is the red doll that is on this mute mime tabaxi cat's hand. An evil devil doll, a demon doll called Cicero, who the party has adopted as a doll because it's just a little guy.
He's also a necromancer's alarm for the orphanage.
Because the
what
children
I
are.
can say is this one seems more lively in comparison to the rest of you fools. A bit ironic given the animal nature of them.
Oh, hush
When-
now.
Quiet, failed lich.
mental
Do I need to
projection
bury
of
you?
a middle finger.
Yeah, you
calm
just
now,
see a
Floyd.
you see a bony hand just stick out of Litney's shadow and give a middle
No.
thing. No.
No.
What the fuck? What do you mean mental projection? Oh!
Telepathically flip him off.
Can
Is that a two-way communication?
I love that little thing he can do. Just, you know what? No, I'm not even giving you the privilege of seeing me. Fuck you.
can everyone actually see that in their minds, or is it just between
It's
you
one
and him?
person.
It's targeted, but it's
Oh.
projected. Everyone knows the little shadow monster decided to flip off the frickin' doll.
Ah, too bad.
Oh no.
Because
be
if that,
spiteful.
because if everyone could hear it, she would just not understanding the implication have done it too.
No! She's too precious for this world. Quickly, we have to go somewhere before she dies of cuteness.
Quickly, to the forest!
By the way, also the two kids with you. We have Zid, a little Arakakra boy. He's adorable, and he's
And
also the most
Pico.
deadly character here, apparently, despite only being like a
He
level
is
3
the
in a party of
goat.
level 6s. Because
Fucking
somehow
26
he has
damage in a
stolen all
single
my
turn.
luck!
He is the
Look,
goat.
it's like Stevlov in somehow making every art piece related to him work.
I don't know why he's so strong, but he is. And then you also have a little elf girl called Inadi. Inadi is the one I actually have art for that I've drawn. I didn't make new art, not new art, just so you understand. This is just the art that's
Yes, the
already
first-
existed. I'm just showing that again because it's been ages.
The first
Uh,
orphan in Litney's his orphanage.
I don't have Inadi's art. Well,
Oh my goodness, you lost Nadia's art!
I did. Oh wait, I know where it is. It's in my thumbnails folder.
ah,
This is
Let
Inadi! Inadi is, by the way, not this. Doesn't still look like this. She is definitely a lot cleaner dressed. She is.
yeah.
She is a little elf girl or half elf. I believe half elf. Yes. No.
elf, half elf, close enough.
I cannot remember the information. It's been ages. Yes, it's a half elf. This is a half elf girl because she can sleep. I remember that very clearly now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Basically, the party found her. When they were
In a
like
barrel.
basically looking at, hey, this gang person put a barrel under the bridge. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna take that barrel. Oh my god, that's a
Yeah.
little child in here. Adopted.
Litney on a warpath.
And this child is, by the way, the reason why the party is gathered here now. As this child, Inadi, comes from the village Inadi. Would you guess it? The party is now going to go to Inadi just to see what or not happened over there, because they sent a messenger 2 weeks back and it hasn't come back. Now that's worrying. Maybe it could be nothing. Maybe the messenger's just stuck in the mountains or something. Or maybe something happened to the village.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 chance, and
um,
guess what? It's very important. So Zid doesn't care, or Zid doesn't respond. He's just staring. You know, he seems okay.
mhm.
He doesn't seem particularly curious about much of anything. He just seems to be staring at, well, all of you pretty much. And Inadi basically approaches, stands behind Sarah, and just peeks just a little bit, just to look at question mark. The snail mistress.
Le snail.
The snail mistress, who doesn't have a name yet because it's not pronounceable and no one in the party has offered a compromise. And she's gonna look at them and gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Inadi, and like, what's your name?" She says,
Well,
pointing at the snail. And you know,
She can't really respond, but
Zid
she's
kind of
going-
like lowers his hand, like it's rude to point.
she just kind of like tries her best to respond anyway by, well, not saying, but flashing and wiggling and tentacling and bioluminescenting her name, which basically is just like she's making a light show with her face tentacles.
Okay, at any point, do your things cross over and vaguely look like an A or a V or?
Well, actually,
You know
let
what?
me just,
You know what? I'm gonna roll something, and I'm just gonna see.
1D,
Like, I want
24. How many letters are there in the alphabet?
27.
6.
26.
26.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
God, star.
Listen,
Yo,
read the board. Read the board.
I
Please
was-
don't bully the DM.
Look,
You,
let's bring this
you,
up. From
little one.
yesterday's game,
I was
when you solved
originally
that puzzle
planning
and declared
to give
yourself
you
a
an
genius.
intelligence- You're just lost it, you dingus.
It's the only language I know. Fuck me.
Anyway,
A, B, C,
Let-
D, E, F, G, H, I.
I'm honestly just
Yeah,
gonna.
well,
I'm
it's-
honestly tempted to just roll just to see what Inadi thinks you're saying.
you know what? Let's go with that. I feel like that's much simpler, and we have not that much time.
You know what? Well, I'm just gonna roll and see what Inadi
Praying
thinks
for
you're
an at
saying.
one.
So Inadi, I'll give her the blue dice here.
F,
I only have 4
S.
pair of dice apparently. I don't
Well,
have more.
I got an I and I got two shapes, 2 I's and an S.
Okay. 2 I's and an S. Okay, let's see what I can do with that. That's a 2. She rolled a 2. So she's gonna be like, Isabella?
She awkwardly
Hey.
looks for a moment and then gives a double thumbs up. Well, quadruple thumbs up because she technically has 2 thumbs.
She just like you can just see her standing there for a second, just like her brain just kind of like paused, and then she just sees you get the information, and then you can just see the empty brain turns into that was a correct answer. Whatever I just did, I'm a genius. I should do that more often. Nod, proud smile, gives you a thumbs up. Nice to meet you, Isabella.
Sarah looks at Inadi. Wow, you are a genius.
I am absolutely a genius, 100%. And it's like,
Well, looks like.
wow, is that really her name? Can you like read lights? And Nadi's like, I don't.
Because you said this, Raz is gonna raise a sign.
She in hand sign kind of in hindsight hand sign just goes to the hand sign and basically says, I'm not exactly sure, and she's just like in her words, she's like me. Yes. By the way, she actually properly hand signed. I do not know. Maybe. She properly hand signed that. She knows hand sign. She can't read or write, but she knows hand sign apparently.
It's gonna be a Gaster situation. She's gonna be writing her wingdings by the end of this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know, that'd actually be a really hard language to read, just the actual, like, movements. That'd be neat.
Let Boomer speak.
As soon as she kind of commented on being a genius and such, Raz is gonna raise a sign going, yeah, but you still can't read this, can you?
She's gonna point at you. You cannot trick me with that anymore. I know it's all pseudonistic. It means nothing. You're just doing it for the funny.
Raz.
And Zed is like, is pseudonistic a word? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. What does it mean? It means
Enough gaslighting.
It means it's for the sake of clout.
Like just gonna look to Litney and like change the sign going, aren't you supposed to be the orphanage leader? Why the heck haven't you been teaching her how to read?
Have been and
I cast Remember Thou cringes to memory.
have been. She's been doing quite well.
Isabella just retracts her. Isabella just retracts her antennae and glows green.
Oh, it's adorable. By the way,
it's second-hand.
You guys can head out whenever you want.
What do you think, Solstice? Do you think introductions are quite done?
Yeah, we have spent 55 minutes on introductions.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to, given a reintroduction to live.
I feel like overall it works. It works nicely. By the way, so I'm going to make assumptions here. I'm going to assume you all board the carriage in whatever way you board the carriage. Solstice, I've heard on top. I imagine the guide is probably close to the front.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form. Either passenger seat or in the carriage. Who has land vehicle proficiency or who wants to drive the carriage? I will say without proficiency, you can still drive the carriage. It just won't be. You won't be able to do anything if like there's combat. All I could say is you can just probably keep going straight or stop. You can't do anything special in combat without proficiency, but you can manage to ride the carriage, especially since there's a ranger present. Or do you want the ranger? Do you want the ranger Dave to ride the carriage? It's like that's important. Important question just for later because I want to know who rolls if something happens.
I mean, I can take Solstice give me the proficiency for free.
I am not giving you anything for free.
Oh,
I
never
gave you a
mind.
remote curse for free. Thank you very much.
Solstice will take the reins with Dave as her co-coach.
Okay, that's entirely fair. You can definitely do that. Okay. As
Banaka Falata flies down and says, "Weather conditions are optimal.
oh
It is time
yeah,
for us
that
to decide
reminds
our
me,
course."
weather. Thank you for reminding me about that. I have a calendar, and the calendar tells me what the weather is. It is currently a very clear day, a very mild day, actually. It's a mild day. There are no clouds in the sky, there's no precipitation. You can kind of see in the distance a few clouds, but that's like days away.
You know, it'd be amusing if we started this campaign and the first thing you said is, and just a bunch of rain, tons of rain, so much rain.
Listen, I have a calendar here. I know what the temperature. I know the weather's
I
what the
know.
weather's gonna be in every single day.
I
Alright.
know.
I would.
So as you guys are all boarded up in the carriage, you do hear someone calling out to you as you're about to start moving. There's like a. Oh look, I need to drink water. I need to make sure I don't hurt myself.
Oh no.
Oh. That's not good.
There are
What the-
hurried steps behind you. Not very heavy, but a pitter patter of steps as you hear someone call out to you, like, "Wait! Stop! You! The person with the green the half orc snail and people. Please!"
Alright, Litney's gonna say,
We stop.
"Hey." Yeah.
As you stop, the pitter patter of steps keep going. As you hear the, "Wait, I need to talk to you," and it gets closer and closer, and then ponk, just hits the head in the back of the carriage. Ow! Ow! Okay.
Litney's got some healing supply heroes kit out.
Okay.
Do you need some help?
No, wait, I'm fine.
Is-
Oh god. As you open the carriage and like pop out, the person you see is how do I best describe this? It is a human. That's right. It's a human, young-ish girl. Like I say, youngish. That's late 20s. What I mean by youngish is youngish, given that they're wearing fairly like scholarly-esque robes with like a clearly a wizard's book tucked under one of their arms. So youngish for a wizard. That's what I meant by youngish. She, by the way, her cloaks. Her cloak clearly has like a few symbols etched into it that makes you think she's either a notable wizard, which probably not, given her attitude, or she's a apprentice to a notable wizard.
Given that Litney's a wizard herself,
Yeah,
would she
by the
have
way, to
noticed?
also describe her, I would say she's got like this fairly long auburn-colored hair tied into like it's kind of like a lower pigtails. That's not lower, yeah, but lower pigtails. That's essentially what I describe it as. She's got like
Yeah.
this crooked glass. She's got these black tin rim glasses with a very crooked frame. Likely, you assume, because she smacked her face on too many things. Huh?
Too bad I don't know the mint spell.
Nah, the men spell wouldn't help.
Yeah, I know.
The men spell would
Most
help
people
if it
with glasses.
breaks. Yeah, and she basically just looked at you. "Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm not built for running. Oh, I'm gonna die."
Deep breaths. Trust me, I know that feeling.
Okay.
Sarah looks at.
So, okay,
looks at
I'm so
the
sorry,
girl.
but are you guys the group heading out to the Forbidden Forest?
That
Razzle's
yeah.
going to insight that just like, wait a minute, how do you know that?
Go ahead, insight.
Oh, by the way, I
Okay.
didn't say, but Isabella would obviously be in a position where she can see the roads, so
I
she
mean,
can actually do her
yeah,
guiding job.
that's why I said you're either in the front or near the front, as in the carriage closest to the front. So yeah, inside
Yes.
of 4. Well, Razzle, she seems clearly out of breath, maybe perhaps even panicked. What does that mean? You get whatever you get out of that. Cobalt with a 17. Uh, you she doesn't. She seems kind of like a. She seems like a person who's more like focusing on things and not really on the world. So she probably doesn't seem to mean much when she says that. She's kind of like, "Oh yeah, I've been told about these people and I'm looking for these people. Where are these people? Are you these people?" It's kind of like that sort of vibe of you don't really get like, "Aha, my dark insidious plan." You just get the vibe of she just said it. Matter of factly, like she's not really planning anything. She's just like she's looking for people and she hopes you're the people.
It's
Yeah.
like
He's a
someone
ditzy
running up
researcher.
to you in the street asking if you're the dingus that went to the Walmart
Yeah,
earlier.
it's like if you run up to a bus and you're like, "Oh my god, is this the bus that goes to like is this the bus that goes to the library?" And it's like, "Is it?" Yeah. That's about it basically. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The way they
We
said it
are.
made it
Why are
sound
you
like they knew
asking?
that we were coming specifically.
Yeah. No, that's what she is asking. Are you the people going to the Forbidden Forest? Like I said, you get a feeling of she's looking for people going to the Forbidden Forest, and that's what she's hoping you are. It's you don't
It's
get
the
you
word
don't
"the" that's the thing that's off-putting.
yes, she's
Are you
looking
a
for
group
us.
of
She's
adventurers?
looking for
If you
a
say
specific set of people. She is looking for a specific set of people heading towards the Forbidden Forest.
so, how does she know us?
You're not gonna get that from an
She
insight
does
check.
And Litney died again.
Listen, she's a necromancer. It's her job to die. Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
It's the wizard's job to get
and
one shot by
and
1d4
an
cringe
insight check
damage.
will not help you. That's what asking questions or having a detect thought spell is. Insight is just for general tone. She doesn't seem malicious. It's what I'm giving you because that's probably what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You're looking for a
All right.
schemer. I am telling you that she's just looking for you and she's found you. It's not like she's got. It's not like she's being like. She's not trying to trick you into being like, "Are you the people? Are you the
Alright,
people?"
let-
Add to
If you
let's
want to
get
know
add to
why,
that.
you're gonna have to ask her. I'm so sorry.
All right.
we haven't exactly made it quiet where we are going.
I mean, add
But
to
yeah,
that, there is
I'm-
a snail. There's a snail person
Yeah.
who just climbed into the carriage.
Why are you looking for us?
Okay, right. Okay, right. So, basically, the guard captain, principal. The name's really long, Mabel, right? Okay, so she told me that
Yeah.
she told me that you guys were going to the forest, and I got a job, which I. So I'm supposed to hire some adventurers to go to the Forbidden Forest and help me get a sample of something. And the problem is there are no other adventurers going to the Forbidden Forest right now other than you guys.
What kind of
Oh,
sample?
Okay, right. So here's the thing. That's like this big lake. There's a big tree in a lake. Basically, we want like there's supposed to be like a really cool flower that's like growing somewhere like in the tree on top or something like that underneath the canopy. I don't know. We've been hearing stories about that, but we want like okay. She just kind of like she just pokes it, like just basically just pats her pockets really quickly, just pulls out a piece of paper. It's like she's like, okay, right, okay. I'm sorry. This. She basically gives you Solstice because you asked as a paper. It's got a drawing, a fairly intricate drawing of a flower. It kind of looks like at first glance, like what's the word? Chrysanthemum. It looks kind of like a chrysanthemum. Okay, and she's gonna say it's.
Would I know this flower?
I was about to ask the same
That
thing.
sounds like a nature check.
Can I make
with-
a history
if-
check?
I will say
If, is it,
innately, you don't know.
All right.
It is
Okay.
not a it is not a common flower anywhere. If
is
it were,
it Fey in is it Fey in nature
that
so I can
sounds
get
like
advantage
you.
on the roll?
Oh, oh shit! You
Nature.
get advantage on the roll on face stuff.
No, I was just wondering.
No,
Considering,
I'm saying you roll nature, and if you get
Boom.
above, again, the thing is, I'm not going to give you advantage. But what happens is the DC is lower for you if it's Fey. If it happens to be Fey, I'm not telling you.
Sounds like
Okay,
Faye.
let's see.
Again, if you get above, you know what?
Ugh,
The roll is not high enough to know what it is, but the roll is high enough to know it's not
fuck
exactly.
it fuck it, inspiration. It's not like I'm gonna use it anymore.
Don't forget, if you get a lower roll, you have to use. Well, you got a 4, and that's
Whoa.
a
fucking
4
hell.
is low enough that you get nothing.
Can I roll?
Don't
for
forget,
nature?
guys and girls. I have. This is what I do. I give people inspiration, okay? But how I do it is there are 3 ways of getting it. There are 2 ways of getting inspiration. 3
17.
ways, okay? Roll a natural 1, do something cool, have an RP moment. You can get up the 3 inspiration, but they reset on a long rest, or while traveling, they reset after a big event. Just to make things fair.
Can the Shadow Monster make a nature check? Never mind. The Litney rolled a 17.
Okay, so Litney, you would know because you got high enough. Again, if you re-roll with an inspiration, you keep the lower number.
I used that last chapter.
Yes. So Litney, with a 17, you would know this is vaguely Fey. It's more Shadow Fey, more Shadowfell.
Ooh, that looks like Shadow Fae
So
stuff.
no, not Shadow Fey, Shadowfell. It's basically
Shadow-
it's like Fey, but a bit twisted.
Sealy.
Which makes sense given the origin of the place. Solstice would know, but you don't know the origin.
Yeah.
You basically know that this is a flower. You don't know the exact details of what the flower does. Okay?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
obviously that'd be like you're not really an alchemist. You wouldn't exactly have known that too much, but you do know this is a flower that's commonly known. Well, as to people who know it, it's commonly known as the what do you call it? It's the glint in the shadows. That's what people call it. Because it is a flower that usually grows in like deep shadows, and it's usually whenever you see it from a distance, even you can see as a little glint. So that's one of the famous things about it. It's like it's a glint in the shadows. Its proper name is something along the lines of Zaral. Let me just type this out.
Let
Le.
does try to pronounce that, but she's not proficient in the language. It's so.
Here
it
is there we go, Zarale. That is what it is called. You vaguely know it's poisonous. You also do know most people are allergic to it. On top of it being poisonous, like most humanoids are just most like humanoids just naturally have an allergy to it. It's the most common type of allergy, although most people don't ever see one of these flowers, so they wouldn't know. So, and you know that it probably it you don't know anything else about it. You just know that.
Yeah, Litney will bring this up.
With that info, if I were to roll again, would I
cannot roll
be able
nature.
to get anything more?
You cannot roll nature, but you can roll history.
Oh, that's much better.
History might tell you if that, because again, now you know the name from someone, so you can check if you've heard that name in a story before.
Would it be with advantage with that?
No, it would not be with advantage.
What's with my shit rolls today?
Well, don't worry too much. 9 history sounds kind of familiar, but you probably heard in like some fairly insignificant stories. It doesn't sound like an important thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty simple. So.
Yeah.
we move forward. So basically, that's what she wants. And she basically says, right, so, give me 1 second. Let me just double check my list over here to figure out who the hell her master was before I say incorrect name. Okay, right. Okay, right. So, my master, is this kind of I wouldn't exactly tell you what he is because I don't exactly understand it myself, despite the fact that I'm a student. But yeah, his name is like Hurafex, and he's like a pretty big deal visit, a pretty big deal transmutation visit in town. He told me that he wants me to get this flower because it's like supposed to be like it could be kind of useful, it could not be kind of useful. We don't know. You know, the new different like a lot of useful things are here. So if you get it to us, we'll give you just kind of like just kind of like pulls out another just a notebook and just goes through it really quickly. What is the budget? What was the budget? What was the budget? Well, 152 gold and 3 silver. I don't know why it's not 150 round, but that's what he gave me, and he said that's the budget. If you're able to get that flower and give it back to me like somewhat preserved, I'll gladly pay you that much.
A question about the wizard.
It is one of the wizards who I told you about.
Yes,
the wizard who you know of as an undead of some variety? Question mark.
All right. Okay, the local necromancer.
Necromancer? No, he's not necromancer. Okay. No, why would you say that?
I was thinking like. I mean, if you want to put it like that, Litney's. Then now I'm rambling. Okay. We'll be heading that way. Hope we might, if we have the time, we might be able to have a look at this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, one more thing. Well, I've been told that you shouldn't eat it. I'm not sure why, but you shouldn't. That's you're not like one of those weird you're not one of those weird alchemists who just eats random things, aren't you?
Oh heavens, no! I couldn't possibly eat it. I'm a necromancer. Well, and so.
Oh,
maybe
you're a necromancer. Wow. Well, that's okay, right. Yeah, sure. Then you'll be fine. Yeah. Oh God, I wasn't told about necromancers.
Oh, it's all right.
She just awkwardly shifts her glasses as she looks away, trying to be like, "Yeah, I'm absolutely cool. I'm a social butterfly. I know what I'm doing over here. Everything's perfectly fine, you know." Right. Anyway, so oh wait, I didn't ask you. Do you guys are you okay taking the job?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
My mistress says she is comfortable with this undertaking. She knows where the lake in question is.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. He also he told me that I have to also go with, but let's just not mention that. Are you okay with that? Just don't.
I mean,
just tell him. Just tell him I was there if he asks. He's not gonna ask you, hopefully. But just tell him I was there.
Sarah looks at the girl.
Yeah.
Wait. You told that a powerful wizard is technically your boss, right?
I mean, he's many people's bosses. I'm just like an apprentice, you know. I know a bit of magic, but that's about it.
Oh, you know he's into watching you right now.
Oh yes, that's right.
She pauses for a second as you say that, the gears in her head slowly turning, eyes widening. Oh no!
I mean, scrying is a thing.
Just basically hands to her temple like, oh no, oh no.
Don't
She
worry,
turns
you
back
can-
to you. Okay, right. I'm sorry. This is so much hassle, but would you be okay if I just come along as well?
Sure. Get on.
I mean,
Okay, thank you
Just-
so much.
Sarah shifts a little and
Oh, no.
practically moves her to move towards her. Well,
Okay, so
sign her
before
to.
she can actually get in the cart herself, you see something. Okay, so for those of you who have played Bloodborne, you know the cost parasite. Yeah, basically.
Oh,
Oh god.
oh,
those-
I've played Bloodborne
Oh, no.
before. I know what those
Oh,
are.
no.
I played
Oh.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, so
The first level. I have
They-
no clue what it is. I am baby.
okay, so
Oh,
the
God.
cost parasite
Don't
you'll
look it
see on YouTube. It's a weapon. Basically, there's just a with tentacles that extend out of the carriage, grabs the girl, and just fucking drags her inside.
Oh my! I guess I'm going. Whoa!
Then the other tentacle just grabs the door handle. Thunk.
You.
The moment the door shuts, a skeletal hand emerges from a shadow beneath Litney with a thumbs up, pats the door twice, then points towards
Solstice,
the direction
because
of the
you're
road.
outside the carriage, because you're gonna take the driver's seat. You do notice that quite a few people just turn and they just wide-eyed towards the carriage. A town guard also just looks over, is like, what?
okay, so we already have too many eyes on us. Shall we be going?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that skeletal hand from the shadows, implying that, you dingus.
All right,
Uh,
you're moving.
Solstice is mushes horses on.
Okay, whoa, that was exciting. I did not expect that at all. Oh no. Well, by the way, congratulations, guys. I did
We have
not.
adopted another child.
It's not a child.
It's
just
child enough.
It's a young wizard. I did not expect this. But guess what? Now you have a third level wizard on your hand who can cast
Another third level wizard.
who can cast useful spells of some description.
Hey,
Yay!
I resent that.
So yeah, she would. I'm gonna say this. You guys can start moving forward. But she would say along the way that immediately one of the most useful spells she can do when it comes to travel is she can cast Flock of Familiars.
Oh, by the way, the moment they're out of town, like decently far away from the town, Fjord is popping out of Litney's shadow and taking the seat next to them.
And she'd
If it's
basically be
open.
like, "Oh my, hello, hi, how are you? Okay, right.
Oh,
Yes, of course, Necromancer and undead. Yes." And then goblins say basically, "No, so by the way, yes, I too am undead. You wouldn't have to be a filthy goblin, would you? In disguise, no doubt. No, not a goblin. No. Good. I'm watching you.
Slayer, please.
But a
Slayer,
goblin would never
please.
say that if you're a goblin. You failed test number 1, kid."
Is it? Lenny's just pinching the bridge of her nose, like, oh, by the gods. That's
Oh, by the way, twin swords are at his hips,
Okay.
where his arms are as well.
So you
Well,
just
hands.
turned this random one-off NPC into an actual person I need to get a token for.
hey,
You, friend, coming
those
with.
who need,
you
for
had it
those of
coming.
you who, sorry,
Okay, so do we have a carriage token, Solstice, or shall I just?
Yeah, I posted it in general.
Oh shit!
yep, and
We
there's
have
also
just
a
admitted
video
you.
right there showcasing what the cost parasite looks like.
General chat. Pop this open. Pop this open.
To be fair, you had it coming when you mentioned, and they worked for a high-level wizard.
Yeah.
Scry is a thing, you know.
It is a thing, absolutely. She wasn't put together enough to remember that. Oh,
yeah,
I was not gonna force it.
Fjord-
I was not gonna force another companion onto you guys. But you know what? If that's the way you want to do it, sure. Oh, this is good. Okay, so add a character. It's just an empty character called. It's just an empty character which I'm gonna be having as the carriage. Here's the token for it. I'll figure out later what the hell of a carriage is.
Wow.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I just
There's
like
a
your magic.
token called carriage. It doesn't have any notes on it. Where is it? Where's the token called? Yeah, here we go.
DMP,
I
I'm
see it.
guessing.
Here we go.
In a big token.
It's not a big token, but yeah, there we go. So simple
Maybe
thing.
a little smaller.
Yes, sure.
That'll do.
So very simple how I run things, okay? Like I've described this before to you guys, but to anyone watching. It's a very simple process of every hex here is 1 day's travel by carriage.
Yes.
Basically, there's a forests take 50% more time, mountains take 100% more time, but there's also, if you go through forest, there's a chance of complications happening. But with a ranger, forests count as normal tiles, so don't worry about it. It will take. Also, you might have noticed that I've marked, like in the fragile frontier, there are 4 main zones: the swarming mountains, the wailing desert, the wooded forest, the willowed swamp. These are 4 areas of great danger. They have been common. They have been noted, but people don't regularly travel through them, except for the wailing desert, which is you can travel through it, but it's not ideal. Again, it's the safest of all the zones. We're not going to talk about it yet. The forbidden forest, that is where the party decided to go through, because it's a lot faster than the mountains, and they want to go through it and want to get there as fast as possible. One downside of the forbidden forest is its danger. The danger which their guide would know about, and for some reason, for no reason in particular, some of the places have been marked red. I wonder why. Does anyone know why?
Obviously.
Because it's the lair.
Beneka Falata would tell you, yes, this zone on the map, we will not travel through there. We have to go around it. The danger is too great.
Huh.
By the way, fun fact about the rivers here: if you ever wanted to go to Costatia, the town over there, the fastest route would just be by boat. But despite the fact that there is a river that goes from the frontier town to Inadi, it is very, very, very not recommended to ever go by boat through the Forbidden Forest.
I mean, naturally.
More so than any other means of traveling.
Is everyone okay with this path?
Yes.
I'm right with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I see no objection.
Might as well.
Okay. So yeah, that's
Oh, also,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 8 days of travel straight through it all.
I'm getting 7.
I don't know why. 1,
Uh,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's because I'm counting the frontier town.
Yeah.
I don't count
Yeah.
the frontier town. It's to get to the first place is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, and no, it is 8. Right from frontier. Just count it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but I'm using the measuring tool, and it says 7 days by carriage, 6.8 hexes.
I don't know why.
Anyway,
if
let's
you-
go.
I can't tell you why.
Weird jankiness.
Okay, right. So we move forward. You guys are gonna start moving. If I understand correctly, there's no other further like wait ands or anything, correct? You're just moving forward.
Nope.
Okay.
Fjord is absolutely going to be pestering Litney
So
constantly
I want to
for bread.
know during this ride, what are you guys doing? Like, say for example, is anyone doing something specific to keep guard? Is anyone doing some specific magic to do something? Anything, I don't know what. Maybe you might think this might be
Uh,
helpful, or it might just be something fun to do. I just want to know what you're all roughly doing so I can calculate, like, for rolls and bonuses and stuff.
my
Fjord is
wolves are
intensely trying to learn how to make bread.
Yeah.
my wolves are walking alongside the carriage. They have the same movement speed as the draft horses.
Okay. You can
Are they gonna
absolutely
be
do that,
keeping-
especially since they're probably not all going to move at the same speed. The biggest benefit of the draft horse is just, again, stamina. That's pretty much the biggest benefit of a carriage. Stamina.
Yeah, same with wolves and dogs
Yeah.
in general. They have a ton of stamina, mainly thanks to their panting.
Also, I guess during this time, Litney is going to be having a study time with the kids and Fjord. Boys gotta learn to get smarter.
He is intently interested and with bread.
Okay.
Isabella is playing her patera, just to have a little bit of ambience.
All right.
That's a lot of.
Could you redo this? Could you redo your movement again? I just changed it from days
Sure.
by carriage to just days, so it should be easier to read.
Yep.
I don't know why it says 2 days for the first one.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say 2 days. It's a day
Yeah,
to
go.
the middle of the square.
So it's 15 days. I don't know why it's like off by a bit. Maybe whatever. Don't worry. So
7.3.
don't worry. The thing is, I just made those measurements just as close as I could, but I couldn't make it perfectly line up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So just
All right,
accept it. It's
and-
15 days.
All right, and Tara
Wait,
is
15 days?
It's 15 days. I don't know why it started with for you this 2 days. It shouldn't be 2 days.
Every
Alright.
tile is
It's
two.
off. This is for some reason it's off, and it's telling me how long it would take by walking. Oh, 1 second.
And
I don't know why.
Um,
Something is wrong. Don't worry about it. Just know it's 15 days. Count the tiles, please. Don't nothing. Just count the tiles.
All right.
But wait, what were you gonna do, Ninja?
3.
yeah, Sarah is just gonna
8.
look out,
It's 8.
mostly
8
to keep
tiles
an
in
eye
total.
out
Yeah,
if
It seems to
something
be for
happens
some
outside.
reason. It's telling you the days in by foot. So just half it, whatever it is, just half it, and it'll be right.
Yeah.
A square,
So-
according
Um,
I'm still at 1 cell is 1 day.
So Sarah is simply keeping guard.
No, don't go vertical, but yes, basically it's 2 days to cross a tile, and that is
all right.
divide by 2. Divide.
Let's,
Okay,
Ninja's
sorry.
trying to say.
Yeah, I was trying to say, Sarah is keeping guard, and while doing that, she's simply gonna try to clean a bit her brick, the brick of extreme violence, just to make it in top condition. And of course, the brick is gonna be a nuisance.
Yes.
The brink of
like-
extreme
like-
violence craves extreme violence. You have to deliver it. So yes,
It-
I'm
it-
asking you, did you guys see again immediate information? Basically what I want to know is anyone doing anything specific to keep watch, or like who is in
Um,
charge of watching while you're riding? Is anyone trying to do something specific? Like, say for example, I don't know. Like, say for example, if you have some ability that says, "Oh, uh, for X amount of time, I can do a scan of the area or something." I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
asking if anyone is doing anything because I need to know
Oh.
for when I ask you to roll for encounter.
All right.
Well,
so I
Solstice.
am- I am gonna take a watch.
Yeah, Dave is gonna be on lookout.
I
Solstice
guess
is focusing on driving, and but she can ping her divine sense once in a while.
I can cast Flock of Familiars and get like
Yeah.
hawks or something.
That'll
And
that lasts for about an hour, but it
An
should
hour.
be a good enough time to give you like a decent chunk. What 20 was it? Was how far? 2 miles or something?
hold on, I'm away from the
Okay, fine.
computer, but it should be like yeah, a few 100 feet.
Shit,
Eight or
it's
so.
just 1 mile. 1 mile's like a good distance, but when traveling, not a lot. When a hex is like 48 miles.
Yeah.
Yep.
You travel 48
I
miles
mean,
in a day roughly, so it is not super helpful, but it could be.
I mean, they're staying roosted on the top of the on
I
top of
feel
the
like what
carriage.
happens is, let's say, like again, why would they be roosted? They probably be flying around within a mile, just giving you any information, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I feel like you can also command them to move forward and come back.
Yeah.
There's
So yeah,
I can also see
also
they can also mentally tell me
within a
if they've
mile,
noticed something.
within a mile, I
Yeah.
believe. Yep. So again, that's
Yeah.
something. What I want is someone to roll me a D10, please.
I'll do
I
I
can do
will,
it.
but I'd like to state real quick.
Yes.
Okay. During 8 hours of the night, there is 3 other fjords just chilling around the carriage, keeping an eye out.
During the night. Okay, sure. That's something you can definitely do at the night. But we're not at a night yet. We're at the day.
Yeah.
So that's a 10. Okay. So you're
Oh,
doing
no.
that to keep watch. That's good to know. Is anyone else doing anything, or are you just doing stuff, just RP stuff in the carriage that we can do off stream, off session?
Yeah, I feel like if it's mostly RP stuff, we could just relegate
Again,
that to
plenty of
session.
time for RP stuff. But I'm asking you basically,
stream.
are you doing something mechanically right now? Because
Well,
that'll
she's
depend.
killing it on
That'll
the-
modify the encounter in ways.
Isabella is killing it on the handpan, but that's pretty much it.
Fair
do I
enough.
need to
Your
roll for
job
anything
is to
for-
guide in the forest, not here. Okay, wonderful,
Do I need-
wonderful.
Sarah
Do
is
I-
simply looking out.
Sarah is simply looking out. Okay,
In the sense that she's looking if there's dangers outside.
simply. Okay, the person with the player with the highest passive perception, just simply looking out. Actually, second highest now. But yeah, okay, you can look out. So if you're looking out, I just want you to just casually just roll me a perception, just you, because you're the one who's actually just like specifically just looking out the window.
Please don't Zorro yourself.
Zora.
Zorro.
Okay.
From One Piece.
I am
because
in
he
the
has no
carriage.
sense
I
of
don't
direction.
think I can lost myself in the carriage.
I mean, you don't know.
She was just right here. How did she disappear? Wait, why is she going that way?
All right.
Well,
That's 20.
that's wonderful on
Snap
two
one.
ends. You know what this means? As you're leaving the town, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. It's been a decent bit of travel. You've been all like, it's not the most comfortable carriage. It's not a noble's carriage. not noble's carriage, it's not most comfortable
Oh, yeah.
carriage. It rattles a bit when you're moving. It is a little. It's a lot better than walking, but it's still a bit exhausting just sitting there in this kind of shaky carriage all this time. It's not that bad considering especially for some of you. It's probably worse for some of you, like the sea turtle, because the sea turtle is not quite used to like the seashell snail, not quite used to like being on land and being rattled about and all of this and all of that. It's not a great time, but you've driven this part before. You can kind of stomach it. Sarah's doing pretty well with her pretty intense constitution. Litney, you could just roll me a constitution saving throw just because I'm curious.
Son of
Don't worry, it doesn't.
Oh, no.
It's not relevant
That
for
that
much.
Zero Colin's gonna bite you in the ass right now.
Man, the map won't load for me. I'm trying to get it to work.
That's really
Give me a second.
unfortunate. I don't know why it's not working.
Okay, there we go. Wait. Is there a fight map or?
There's no fight map. We're just
Oh,
looking at the
thank
world
goodness.
map.
Oh,
Oh, thank goodness it's a 14.
Okay, yeah. So you're fine. I was just gonna be like roll for motion sickness. That would have been so funny. Okay,
Eh.
everyone seems fine. And Sarah, you're
Anything from
you're
the-
starting to get bored. Like when you're standing outside, everything's kind of starting to get like a bit of a, the thing when you stare outside, you just start imagining things, where you're just like, oh, it's kind of boring. I'm just gonna like imagine like some kind of imaginary thing just running over the trees and like jumping over left and right because that might be funny,
Yeah.
And I think maybe because you're looking at Fjord now and then, you just kind of imagine maybe a funny Fjord monkey, like a bony boy. He's running around. You're like, haha, that's like the skeleton running along the trees. And you're like, hey, there's a skeleton running along the trees. I'm like, wait a second, there's a skeleton running along the trees. Wait a second, and you see the glint of a skeleton archer in the trees, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There's literally something that's like, what the f?
And I'm going to basically tell you all, because Sarah's natural 20 in perception, there is no surprise round.
What?
Everyone rolls for initiative, as I would imagine, Sarah. I'm sorry, forgive me if I'm taking control a bit, but I would assume you call out about that.
Nat 20.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Wait one
Jesus.
second. Let me just. Here's the turn order. Why is Razzle the
roll
only one
again.
in turn order? And it's wrong.
What?
It's 21. There we go. I fixed it.
I
Yeah,
got the
just give me
turn
1
order.
second. So here's the thing. What happens is there is no actual place. There's actually no battle map. So what I'm gonna
Mind.
say is I'm gonna just bring you the theater of the mind, and here's what we're gonna have it. You're gonna all put yourself
Oh no.
in this dice, this left dice. Just drop yourself in the left dice, and I'll add you the turn tracker. Also, what is this? This is Razzle's old token. So yeah, everyone drag your token on, please. Before you
Oh,
roll,
God
stop
damn
rolling
it.
initiative. Stop rolling initiative. Please put your token over here. Then I can add you to the turn tracker.
Just gotta get
Yeah.
the
Well,
boy
that's my
out.
I'm an
initiative
idiot. I'm so
that's my-
sorry. Here you go.
Yeah, Gurky.
Oh,
In
I forget.
Impreki,
Me switching boards doesn't let you guys switch boards. Oh, I'm so
Oh.
sorry.
that was why. I was confused.
I'm so sorry. Just put you guys over here is what I meant. I was like,
alright.
how did you put yourself there on the turn tracker? Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna add you guys all in. Stefano, I'm just
I
gonna say
see
he
the
moves.
roll.
He moves right after you. Just make this simple for me.
Do I roll my initiative again, or am I using the one I already had?
I'm just adding you in. I don't know what your initiative was. Just tell me what your initiative was.
8.
Litney, your initiative was a 20. A
nat 20.
23.16.
I don't know why the 0.1, but I think it was.
It's because I have tiebreaker turned on because I don't want many people to have the same initiative.
Yeah, Litney is all on that.
Fjord rolled an
My
8.
initiative is 0, by the way.
I know you're in there. You know. So is everyone? Nope, not everyone. Solstice, add turn. You rolled
A 9.
a 9. Okay, is everyone
No,
in there?
not in
1,
there.
2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck it. We don't have everyone. Just give me 1 second. Here's the
Missing the
carriage.
kids and the new guy.
For no reason, that's the carriage. Okay, don't worry about the carriage being there. Where's Zed?
I can bring him out if you want.
Where's our goat?
Here is
The
Zed.
best fighter in the party.
Okay, hold up
He
a second.
is
I don't know why he's in the corner,
so
but
small.
ignore that. He's in the corner. I don't know why. Zed is there. Goblin Slayer is here. Why is Goblin Slayer so tiny?
There you go.
I'm gonna make Zed just normal size just because his token's broken, I guess. Okay, and Inadi is not in here. Thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate that. Inadi's
happened?
token is just not in here. That's so unfortunate, but oh well. What can we do?
That's
We have to make sacrifices sometimes. And the sacrifice I'm willing to make is instead of Inadi, I'm just going to use a token of Oh, Inadi's token is here!
Where?
It's there. I found it. It was hiding from me like
I
like a little Inadi. Okay, this is everyone except this is everyone. Don't question me. This is everyone.
Don't
It's
worry
a
about
guy.
the Nakafalata. He shares the same initiative as me.
The
Where is
Wizward.
So here's the thing. I have no clue. I am just going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use... I'm going to use Ayla the Dwarf. Ayla the Dwarf is to replace Dave the Ranger because I don't know where his token is. So for time, Ayla the Dwarf, he has a token in here somewhere. I'm not going to look for it. So, Solstice, you're in front.
Yep.
With your dog, you and your dog are in front, excuse me. You're in front with Ayla. Litney, you're inside. Sarah, you're inside. This generic token, J, right here in the middle, is your wizard. By the way, name, forgot about the name. The name is going to be Jebel.
Jebel.
Jebel Ingor.
All right.
That's her name, Jebel Ingor.
All right.
And this is everyone. There's everyone.
Jibelingor.
So you're all. The cat is. I don't know where the cat is. The cat's probably inside. Cool.
Sitting on the slug's lap, I guess.
I'm just gonna give these guys initiative. I'm not gonna roll for them. Because
they're going to be sharing one.
yeah, no, they're not sharing initiative. I'm just giving them initiative as I seem fit.
All right.
They're
How far is the skeleton in relationship to the carriage?
at turn. Everyone has a turn in initiative. I'm pretty satisfied that. If not, speak now or forever hold your silence. And by forever, I mean until we realize. So there's a skeleton.
Well, I don't see myself in initiative, but I have a 0.
You're at the very top for me.
Oh, okay.
So I'm over here.
I don't see him at all.
Okay.
don't
You know
see
what? I'm gonna
either.
delete it and I'm gonna add you again because I see you clearly initiative. Oh, it's because you were in another page. You can't see yourself. There,
Okay.
you're a zero
Okay,
now.
Okay.
My dog's wanting out.
Thanks.
I can't click. I can't save your initiative. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Your initiative is broken.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Everything's perfectly fixed. The Skelly boys have initiative at turn.
Something tells me those skeletons are about to have a very, very bad time.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I wonder why. That doesn't make any sense. These skeletons should have a wonderful time. I don't expect any reason why they'll have a bad time, okay? At turn 1.
Yeah.
60. There's about to be 16 heat signatures descending upon them,
Okay,
either with spells or melee
sword
weapons.
descending. Here we go! It's time, everyone! You know where they are! They're right
How far
there! Ding, 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 ding. By the way, this one guy at the bottom is 10 feet in the air. 15 feet actually, yeah. But I can't represent that.
And like a tree.
Yes, because
Or just-
I mentioned he was running in the trees. Remember, I had the whole
Okay.
joke. He's in the tree. He's 15 feet up. Just I'm gonna move him over here so that we remember that. He's 15 feet up. Okay, Litney, it's your turn first.
Wait, why am I not in the order?
That's what I asked.
Weird.
I asked if everyone is in the order.
I
Please.
got
Wait,
21.
where is
It is
Razzle?
in order.
Where is Razzle on the board?
Oh,
I don't see.
You're not on the
I-
board.
I put my token down.
No, I changed. Remember, I shifted the proper board. So please put your token down. Again, I added everyone I could see. So you got a 21, you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You know what? Descending.
17.
It's still Litney's turn because natural 20. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's go!
All right.
Oh,
So
by the
what-
way, Isabella, roll a natural 1. Remember, give yourself an inspiration.
Okay. So
Okay.
what's the distance? It's
You-
exactly. And
It
can
is exactly what you see.
do I have a line of sight?
Yes, you have line of sight. If you basically lean over, peek out the window of the carriage, or open the door or something, I expect you have line of sight with a bit of movement spent. Draw a line from you to the enemies. You can see the distance. The distance is exactly what you see.
Hold on. Let me double check. Can you give me? Oh wow, they were that far away.
I mean, yeah, it's a natural 20 perception. They were hiding to ambush people.
How far is I'm tempted to fireball. I am tempted to fireball.
I believe
Fireball!
120.
Fireball.
I believe 120 feet.
Well, I mean, if you're not gonna fireball, I'm gonna hunger of Adar. So
I mean, if you look at fireball, Hunger of Adar is self 15-foot range, isn't it?
yeah.
no, that's grasp of Adar. Well,
Oh.
no, not grasp of Adar, but arms of Adar.
Hold on. I'm just
Okay.
clicking this so we could see how far it is.
Listen, you do you.
Oh wait, no, I didn't want to. Oh, there it is.
It's 150
100
feet.
150.
150 feet! You're fucking fine. Remember remember to learn about the rules of counterspell, because none of these skeletons are mages. They can't cast counterspell.
I've been holding up on this.
Well,
Wait,
finally.
is this
Our
gonna
wizard is
force-
finally a fucking wizard.
Wait, is this gonna set the
Finally!
whole- Wait, question. Is this gonna set the forest on fire?
Of course it will. What do you think you are? A water ball?
It's a fucking fireball!
If
That's too dangerous for all of us.
I mean, you can probably fix it. I don't care.
I can fix it. Just do it.
If you want to know if it casts the forest on fire, of course it casts the
Okay.
forest on fire. What do you think I
I
am?
can fix it. Trust me, I can fix it.
All of them make a friggin' dexterity save. They have to beat a 15.
0.
Not very difficult for them. I just have to roll decently. Can I roll decently?
At 1, 2, 7, 3.
What's the damage? You're 27
Even-
damage. Okay. Oh well. That's
Even if they pass,
It's
they
a-
take half of that.
yeah. If they were regular skeletons, they'd be fucked. But regular skeletons, I wouldn't throw at you at this looking level. Okay, right. Let's see. I'm gonna give them the white dice. No, the green dice. It's easier for me to see. Okay, let's see. The first one. Can you beat a 15? No. He doesn't. He fails. He
Well,
fails.
that's one that's nearly dead.
He fails. The dice has gone out of the room. I'll roll another dice. He failed. He fucking failed.
All failed.
Can I roll for 2 of them with actual IRL dice? Because I have some.
I'm
metal
rolling
dice
real
that
dice.
weren't-
No.
Listen,
Please-
they
please.
failed. They all 4 failed. They come on.
Oh god.
They take 27 points of fire damage as this fireball. Like, if you'd let me be a bit theatrical.
Yeah.
This-
Then he just like doesn't even look at them and tosses the fireball.
Yes, so this little tiny spark of fire, it looks almost like a cute little animal at first, and it just like flies towards them, and then just zoops like a little like an arrow shot right between them, impacts a bush, and then for a second there's nothing, and then there's just a boom, and it's just a fucking fireball devours these 4 skeleton archers. Oh, they're not dead yet, but that is a severe chunk of damage. What are you? Is that the end of your turn?
Hold on, let me double check. I was not expecting that to be. Let me see if I have a bonus action. That was. Oh.
That was really good. That's really good, but not quite enough. You can tell all of this. Actually, but what's your passive perception? Passive perception 10. I'm not telling you shit.
Yeah.
What is? Fuck. How do I divide? This?
I'm just. Wait. What isn't Witchbolt a?
It is concentration. It's an action to use.
Okay, so Litney just like puts her hand down and like looks to the others. All right, if there's any more, I'm gonna make sure the kids are safe. If there's any more, Fjord, you know what to do.
Okay. Yes, so all of them have taken damage. That's wonderful. That's good. I love that. That's great. Razzle, it's your turn. There are skeleton archers on fire in a forest fire. Well, not really a forest fire yet, but there's a forest. There was a forest.
Yet.
Uh,
There was
Litney
the
just
forest once.
casually. Litney.
So you're just gonna like, I assume the carriage is probably stopped or something, and you just kind of like hop out and just jump in front.
If there was anyone hiding amongst those skeletons, they're probably dead.
Probably.
All right. Casting right here.
Okay, what are you,
Oh, no.
Bard? What are you casting?
Shatter.
Oh fuck! Remember, you won't get the last person. Last person is 15 feet up.
I know, that's why I cast for the 3
Yeah, just
instead
wanted
of
to double check that. Okay, cool. Roll me.
Shatter.
whether or not I want this to be 2nd or 3rd level is the better question.
I mean,
would say just-
depends. What else you got planned
We're-
today?
I only need 1 3rd level spell slot, so I'm good.
You're probably gonna sleep after this.
I'm
Traveling.
gonna just do 3rd
The
levels.
best time to always have all of your spell slots.
3rd level.
Okay, go ahead, roll it for me.
Yes.
Deal your damage, boy.
The utter terror in Star's voice.
So that would be. Okay, hold on.
I expected the skeletons to at least,
Get
hurt
a
No.
turn.
hurt one of you.
Litney is not messing around. The kids are here.
Welcome
She
to level
wants to play.
6.
there.
Okay, that's a total of, if they fail a Constitution saving throw, that's a total of 16 plus 7 is equal to 25.
That was a bad roll.
Why can't this
That's what,
stuff
23
be-
damage if they fail?
28.
Not
28.
Not 28. Don't lie to me.
No, yeah,
That
23.
is
Shit.
20.
I thought
23.
one of them was a little higher than the other. Whoops, I'm
So,
eepy.
so here's the fun thing. The question now is, can they make the saving throw? Because if they fail, they just die.
Come on.
Let's just see.
Even
Skeleton
if they make it,
1!
they probably will die.
No. He failed. Failed.
Dead.
Failed. Oh, wait.
Well-
1 in 3 were there. The last die didn't roll. That didn't roll. So, these fucking 3 here. They are instantly dead.
You know what?
From
Just because
very,
I
very
managed
healthy
that-
boys with enough HP to basically, they had an average HP of you guys.
They had it.
You could
and the
have
strength to
killed.
probably
You
wipe
had
out
enough
Litney.
to kill the most average person of you so many times.
I'm going to.
So I'm just gonna move this guy forward slightly just so I can actually put the X on them, because otherwise
Yeah.
it goes off screen. So yeah, describe to me how you kill these 3.
So after Litney hits the fireball, Raz just casually walks up to the front and casts Shatter. Once 3 skeletons are dead, she raises up Cicero, who just lets out a line going, "You're the only one remaining. Surrender now or be reduced to bone meal. Your choice."
The skeleton looks to its dead buddies, looks to you, jaw clattering. It doesn't seem to have any intelligence.
So
It
it's
raises
a
its bow as if it's
one.
going to attack you, but
Ah, a bonehead.
it's fucking gone.
Hey, Goblin Slayer. Wake up.
Okay.
We have a city to burn.
That's the end of your turn, Razzle.
Yeah.
The next skeleton, he's dead! Delete from initiative. Goblin Slayer. I mean, his name should be Slayer, Goblin Slayer, but okay. Slayer, Goblin Slayer. He's like, it's his first time to do anything in quite a while, because the last fight, he was kind of not even available, because it was a tiny area, and there's so many of you. It's like, hell yeah! And he's like, he walks over and he kicks open the door and just and basically just pops out. You're not a filthy goblin, but you'll do. And he's just gonna shoot him with a heavy crossbow, because he doesn't
Goblin
have
skeleton.
he doesn't have any other weapon with him. So +3 to hit. Can you hit? Can you hit Goblin Slayer? It's very unlikely. He doesn't hit. Fuck.
Nope.
It's very unfortunate. And 1 second, he doesn't have any ranged attack. He doesn't have any ranged weapons yet. So yeah,
Wait, he has extra attack though.
he doesn't have extra attack. He's a level 3.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
He has action surge.
Action surge.
Fuck, he has action surge. He's gonna, you know what? He moved, I'm gonna say that didn't take extra movement. He moved 10 feet. So let's move another 20 feet. Let's action surge, and he's gonna run. He's gonna run up here. It's not quite enough to. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll athletics to see if he can climb this. To see if he can climb this tree high enough to make a stab at the other guy. He can. He can climb this tree high enough. Let's make a short sword attack as he just drops every crossbow. He's gonna attack with a short sword. It's slightly better, but can he hit? He cannot hit.
God, come
He
on.
fucking missed. Goblin Slayer's a beast, but he can't do that. Actually, hold up a second.
It's not.
Does he have-
It's not a goblin.
So he falls back down. Do you have anything? I'm going to say he has a stone. He's going to use quick toss maneuver.
Come on.
Is the same roll for the short sword? I'm going to say, I'll just roll it. Please, man.
Nope.
He's not. He's not.
That
fighting a
is the
golem,
best
that's
he can
the
do.
problem.
I'm sorry, that is the best Goblin Slayer can do. Goblin Slayer is an
He-
amazing person, but that's about it.
He's not fighting a goblin. That's the thing.
Yeah. So he does all that, and the skeleton just like basically just limbo dances. Like he shoots across the ball, it goes through the skeleton, it doesn't collide with anything. It's like, oh shit. He goes over there, he rushes up like with just like super fast speed, just takes a swipe at the skeleton. The skeleton just basically leans back ever so slightly. It just rips right through where its stomach should be, but there's no stomach. Ah shit. And then he just, when he jumps back down, he just grabs a stone, just quickly tosses it at the skeleton's eye. But there are no eyes in its eye sockets. Like, ah shit. All those would have probably been perfectly fine against the goblin, maybe. Yeah, sure. But no dice. It's like he just looks up like, well fuck. Well fuck. It's the skeleton's turn. The skeleton is it's gonna ignore the Goblin Slayer. Because the Goblin Slayer is here. And the Goblin Slayer is proven to not be a threat. So it's gonna attack the Razzle instead, because the Razzle actually did something to it, and it's scared of the Razzle now. So let's see, what is this?
And Nat 1.
Okay, your AC is, I have no clue. Does a 15 hit you?
Raz.
Does a 15 hit
what?
you, Razzle?
That meets AC.
Oh shit! They've rolled 10s for everything, and finally a 10 has managed to hit. This is payback! This is revenge! What the fuck is that? It's a D6?
I'm surprised it didn't go for Litney, since Litney's the one.
They can't see Litney! Litney is inside the carriage still. They rolled a 1 on that D6. Take 3 points of damage!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Whatever
Ow.
you
It's
do.
done. It's done. That's its turn.
That's just a paper cut.
That's its turn.
Ow.
It's done. Ayla, not Ayla Dwarf. Dave the Ranger is just gonna take out his bow and he's just gonna shoot.
At 20, I'm guessing.
That's a natural 1. He
Do
just
we
takes
get-
out his bow. He shoots. It just goes right through the skeleton again. He's like, well, fuck. That's
It's
him.
fine.
That's
It would
him.
be too
He's just
accurate.
like he just shrugs at that. This skeleton is dead. It's
Dead.
dead, I believe. It's dead. Solstice.
Yeah.
There's one
Okay,
skeleton
let's
left.
see here.
Smite.
It looks like there's not much rattle left in its bones.
Yep,
Smite,
I'm gonna
smite,
kill it.
Smite.
You-
Smite.
Whoops, wrong one.
Oh no! You're all gonna die! You're all gonna die a horrible death at a fair. You
Let's
shouldn't have
see.
trusted a fae.
First,
Never trust the
first,
Fae.
first 40 to move here.
I thought you were just gonna say Eldritch Bolt or something. Eldritch
Then,
Blast.
teleport over here.
Oh yeah, fae bonus action. They can cast Misstep for free once.
Yeah, sure. Dude,
Oh,
so
no,
just
I'm not.
run into the fire.
It was a blink donk.
All right, they're riding a blink dog. The blink dog should not
And-
be
You
able to
forgot
do
about-
that, but I decided because it's cool, I let them do it, and also because it's a small fairy. So you're
Yeah.
right next to it, in a tree branch, I assume, because
Yep,
they're 15 feet off
and
the
I'm-
ground. Actually, no, you can reach them even if you're on the ground.
Yep. I'm gonna fly up to him and.
Oh yeah,
give
you can
him,
also
a
fly.
hit.
Well, fuck it.
21, 7.
How the fairy
That
who
hits.
does the most damage.
That hits.
has
That's
one
7
of the
points of
highest
damage,
HP.
and it's still not dead. Yes.
Smite.
Second attack. 13.
Needs.
So
I'm.
that
Should I
that,
use
that
my?
is that is exactly its HP. It had 18 HP. I was excited for a second, but it did 7 points of damage, and then you exactly did 11. It's
Wait, his AC is 13 or less.
it's a skeleton. His AC is exactly 13.
Look,
Okay.
this is just us being able to show off that we've gone stronger.
Oh, and I wanted to trip him.
Aw, I
Well,
broke it.
how do you want to do
Well,
it?
Something tells me the femurs on that skeleton are no longer in one piece.
I mean,
Yeah.
I assume you can
fir-
still trip him. You can trip him into the afterlife.
First hit, I
Alright,
sever
okay.
his arm from his shoulder, and with the second, can I bisect the tree with an 11 damage?
This was a tree that was hit by a fireball, and you have a +2 magical glaive. I'm going to say yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm
Yeah.
bisecting him and the tree.
Yeah. Go ahead. You just, you know what?
Fireball tree,
If
eh?
I were to be a bit cool about this, I'm gonna say you basically approach, and you're like the first hit. You essentially just you basically, instead of hitting it with a blade, you just twist. You just spin your what is it called? You got a hamlet.
Halberd.
You got a halberd, slashing
glaive.
axe weapon. So you basically spin around your halberd, just using its long staff, and just hit its femurs, just basically shattering it as you force it to trip. And as it starts falling prone, you continue spinning it around, grabbing your halberd with both hands, forcing it to stop spinning, and then you just slash down and just cut it directly, like just as the line forms, just a line on the skeleton, on the tree forms, and then you basically just land on the ground, stab your halberd into the ground. I mean, hit the butt of your halberd into the ground, and you just look up at your work, and the skeleton slowly turns to regard you, and then it just splits into half along with the tree. I'm gonna say that puts out a little bit of the fire, but there is still a fire in front of you. It's a cool scene, but there's also a fire in front
Oh
of you.
dear. Well,
Oh dear.
I'm gonna
Litney's
I'm
like,
gonna
"Oh, dear,
use
sorry.
I'm gonna
Fjord
use
did it playing rock paper scissors. There's nothing you can say that will change my mental image of this.
I'm gonna cast the thunder. I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite to essentially blow up the fire
You can absolutely
with my
do
bonus
that.
action.
What spell does she have? Doesn't she have an ice spell? No, that's her next. That's when she gets to level 5. She doesn't have that yet. Okay, so
Okay.
Scorching Ray is probably not gonna put out a fire. So she's
No, but
not...
I have something I can do, but I need to wait for my turn.
There's no initiative
Let's
anymore.
see.
There's no initiative
okay.
anymore.
Well,
Close the turn
well-
order. No initiative. It's just a fire.
In that case, Banaka Falata will be tossed out by Isabella.
Yeah.
And go,
Again,
well, no,
I
he
will not
wouldn't be
keep turn
tossed
order
out, he
for
would-
something like a fire. I'll keep turn order if it's something like someone is down and dying.
Yeah.
He'll turn into a bat, and then I use my feat that allows me to cast to cast pretty much every spell through my familiar as long as it's within 100 feet. To say, and Malaka Falata is going to say, just please let me handle this. Don't worry. And she's gonna hold her focus up in the air as Banaka Falata is there. She's gonna hold up her focus and go.
I love that
And
sound
she's
effect.
going to. If you're curious, it's the observation haki katakuri sound from One Piece.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's going to cast Create and Destroy Water.
Good one.
Water.
So
I don't think she can do enough.
And use the
way-
she can. Yes, she can do enough. Look, she's
Yeah,
going
it's a
to use
30-foot
the water
cube.
falls as rain.
Yeah, Waterfalls is range, 30-foot range. It's specifically what the spell is made for. So this is what I'd
So,
like
yeah,
to
as
imagine.
you
I'd
hear the
like to
sound,
imagine.
Banaka Falata raises its paws. A bolt of blackness flies up in the air, expands into a cube through which you can see some sort of weird milky galaxy or stars of every color in a sort of like oily kind of way, and rain pours down from it,
So this is
and
what
then it closes.
I like to imagine that what happens is in this fire. So there's like a certain, like a huge bit of port, like the fireball has affected a large bit of area, and it's also affected this tree which is spreading this way. I'd like to imagine that Solstice basically just takes their halberd and just makes another mighty swing with it, just smacking the ground and with just a pure thunderous energy, just basically destroys the fire by just putting it out with just air pressure alone. And then along with that, when you're doing it on this, you're doing it on this side, and on the other side, this basically rain occurs in this small little area that just like as described from the alien cat, and that puts out the rest of the fire. You know what? That's pretty great. I'm gonna say, if you guys are okay, that might be a good note to end the session.
Sure.
Yep.
I feel like that was a
Alright,
nice.
sure.
That was a pretty productive session.
Sorry, Ninja, for not giving you a chance to show off.
Don't worry.
It was. I don't know.
Look, a fireball, a shatter, and a very
I'm going
pissed
to
off
be honest,
paladin is enough to kill a lot of
the
things.
only thing those skeletons had going for them was literally this encounter was literally just supposed to be a bunch of skeletons ambush you, and then they're all gonna basically they're gonna pelt people with their attacks, and then that's just gonna hurt someone. But they
They will find out instantly, and they were obliterated instantly.
just so you know, the only difference between these and regular skeletons was the fact that I gave them proficiency and dexterity saving throw, and instead of 13 HP, I gave them 45.
Wow, they should have, by all accounts, should have survived that fireball.
They survived the fireball.
No, I meant, like,
But you did more than half their HP. Yeah, they had plus
Yeah.
4s. They guess what? No one rolled. The best anyone rolled was a 10.
Well, when I meant survive, I meant,
The best anyone rolled was a 10. They got a plus 4. What am I supposed to do? They hit Razzle on a 10. That's the only thing they could do. No one rolled above a 10. Not even my NPCs except for Goblin Slayer deciding he wants to climb a tree. Goblin Slayer, he climbed the tree. That's all he could do.
Also, what's the result of Zid and Fjord playing a quick round of rock, paper, scissors?
Roll me dexterity. That's how I choose here. I'm just gonna say because he would just choose to try and rely on reflexes. STR 1d20 plus. Okay, what is your?
I am rolling shockingly average today.
So I don't know what you got, but he's just gonna roll dexterity.
13.
No.
8.
Apparently not.
Even
Even Zid, my most beautiful boy. Well, then again, I guess if Zid was in sneaking mode, then he would have had advantage. That's probably why he gets all the stuff. Look at my rolls, by the way. Look at my NPCs.
Sorry.
I rolled like two of these attacks would have hit clearly if they had advantage.
I'd like to imagine like the new wizard NPC is just like freaking out, but Litney's just casually, like,
she's basically just
fireballs.
like, oh my god, like, you know what? Once all the skeletons are dead, and then you guys rush and put out the fire, she's like, oh my god, skeletons, wait! And she pulls out her book. I think I can help it. It's like, oh wait, no, they're dead. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so. Oh, thank
The
God.
wizard just turns around to see Fjord and Zid in mid-match of a rock, paper, scissors.
It's like I can imagine like everyone else.
Oh, by the
else's
way,
combat
I will end the session recording here. I mean, the streaming and all that stuff. Thank you for anyone who happens to
Bye,
be here.
everyone
I
who
hope
was
you had a good
watching.
time. Probably no one's watching, but
I wish upon ye
it's
many a
fun
chicken
for
tendies.
me. So goodbye.
It was fun.
You killed my bird wife, you colossal twat!
Excuse me, what?